hija de Lupillo, molesta. Por lo que dijo, jenicka, hija de Jenny Rivera.
Dijo que ella deseó que su tío Lupillo hubiera fallecido en vez de su mamá.
Please just don't let it be her plane. And I remember, and I say this with so much respect, like I was like, I really hope it's somebody else. Like, and I wished it on another family member. And at that time, it was a family member that we weren't talking to. And right now, and I don't know, maybe it may be bad if I say it or maybe not, but I did wish at that time that it was my tío Lupe, because
So I wouldn't be myself if I didn't say anything about this subject, and I hate that I have to. And it's not because I want to cause drama or like I want a reaction. It's just that I want to give people a perspective of double standards. So the first time when I did hear this over Jenicka's podcast over a year or 2 years ago, like I let it go because I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to chime in too much. Like I was just like, this is a time of me growing. Like I don't need to. Like I don't know what to respond without being angry or being upset, being sad. Like I don't want to. I want to say things correctly. Now this is the second time coming. This time she didn't state my dad, but I knew she was talking about my dad because she already admitted to it on her podcast that she wished it was my dad that died in the plane crash and not her mom, my tia. And when I first heard it, I'm not gonna lie, I was just like in shock. I was like, damn, like that's kind of hard. Like that's hardcore. That's cold, because you're wishing that pain with us, and it's like it's a horrible pain. Like, and I want to be very careful how I say things because I've never experienced losing a parent, and with those feelings I can't even imagine. Like it's gut-wrenching for me already for even thinking my mom and my dad not being here. However, in the same coin, because there's two sides to every coin, as I flip the other coin, that's something that you just don't say. Like, you might have felt it, but I just don't think it was right to say, because it just spoke more of like how you feel in your heart. And I don't know if you were saying that to have people relate to you, but I don't think that's something that should be relatable. It's like, okay, I'm gonna give you guys an example. My dad is coming up with a book right now. His book is out actually. And in the book, he's going to talk about his car accident. So he was in a really horrible car accident 20 years ago. It's like me saying, because I was a kid at that time too. It's like me saying, oh, I wish it was my tia Jenny in that car crash and not my dad. Like what? Like, no, it's not okay. It's just that double standards that you're just like, okay, like you shouldn't be saying that or even thinking that, But we are coming to a time and age. It's like when you have a platform, like a big platform, like you could do and say things, whatever you want, and you still get support. Like this whole thing with like this David guy, like the singer, like that's crazy. Like, and it's like also everything with Charlie Kirk. Like people think, oh yeah, he deserved to die. Like he died because what he believed in. Like at the end of the day, like I'm gonna stand for what I believe in, and it's like I don't think nobody should be murdered that way and should be taken out that way. Like that's what I feel. Like I think that's pretty messed up, but we're coming into an age where people are just maneuvering what's right and wrong, and all I can do is just like sit back and teach my daughters like this is right and this is wrong, and teach myself you don't have to react in anger, you don't have to react in anything, you just have to give them that double standard, and maybe it'll make her realize like, yeah, maybe that was out of line, maybe I should have just kept that to myself, or I'm not too sure what it was for, you know what I mean? Like I just don't know if she was trying to relate to people, or if she was trying to hurt us, or if she was trying to get us a reaction, because if you would have told me 10 years ago, it would have been all fucking ghetto. just like everything that happened with me and Cheeky's. Like, let's just be straight up, you know? Like, but it's just like I've learned so much. I've grown so much. I've done things by myself so much that it's like, you know how to maneuver and how to talk. And this is just me telling you guys, it's just a double standard. It's just we're living in a world that we're trying to just maneuver what's right and wrong. And it's like, no, we should always be like, this is right and this is wrong. And it's going to be just a few of us standing with that. So I hope you guys have a great day, though. And I hate that I had to talk about this, but it wouldn't be me if I didn't. So bye.